You wake up one morning, try to stand, and your knees feel stiff. You go to lift something, and it feels heavier than it used to. You think, maybe I'm just tired today. But then the same thing happens next week. And the next month. Your arms feel softer. Your legs feel thinner. Your back aches more often. And before you know it, you've lost strength, stamina, and confidence. Without even realizing what happened. Here's the shocking truth. After age 50, your body naturally begins to lose up to 1% of muscle mass every year. And by the time you're 70, you could lose up to 30% of your total muscle if you don't fight back. But here's the good news. This muscle loss is not permanent. And it's not just aging. It's caused by everyday habits, foods, and silent triggers you've never been warned about. And in this video, we'll reveal all of them. Because once you understand why your muscles are shrinking, you can stop the loss, rebuild your strength, and feel younger, more powerful, and in control again. So stay with us. What you're about to learn could add years of strength and independence to your life. The first silent muscle killer, resting too much. We all believe rest is good, and it is. But what if the kind of rest you're taking is slowly stealing your strength? After age 50, most people start resting more, avoiding stairs, skipping walks, spending more time in bed or on the couch. And they tell themselves, I deserve to take it easy. My body needs more rest now. But here's what's actually happening. Inside your body, your muscles operate on a use it or lose it principle. And when your body doesn't use certain muscles, even for just a few days, it starts to break them down and recycle them into fat or energy. In fact, studies show that even 5 days of inactivity can lead to measurable muscle loss in older adults. Think about it. 5 days of not moving much after a minor injury, or skipping walks due to cold weather, or even just a lazy week. That's all it takes to trigger the muscle breakdown switch. And here's the scary part. Once that switch flips, muscle becomes harder and harder to regain. Your legs weaken, your grip strength fades, you move less, and the cycle repeats. But here's how to stop it, even without a gym. Stand up and move every 30 to 60 minutes. Do light resistance. Lift water bottles, push against a wall. Squeeze a towel, stretch daily, especially the legs and hips. Go for walks after meals. Even 10 minutes helps. Remember, the body listens to your habits. If you move, it gets stronger. If you stop moving, it assumes you don't need strength anymore and starts taking it away. The hidden sugar that melts muscle faster than aging. We all know sugar affects weight, diabetes, and energy. But few people realize sugar is also a direct enemy of your muscles. Here's why. When you eat sugar, especially refined or added sugar, it causes a spike in insulin. Now, insulin isn't always bad. But when it's constantly elevated, like when you drink juice in the morning, have sweetened yogurt, or snack on cookies, your body goes into a state of chronic inflammation. And this inflammation does 3 things to your muscles. Blocks protein absorption, triggers water retention, and muscle fatigue, inhibits muscle repair after stress or injury over time. Sugar causes your muscles to weaken, shrink, and store fat more easily. And the worst part? Sugar hides everywhere. Healthy cereals, granola bars, ketchup, store-bought sauces, flavored yogurts, protein bars. Oh, even if you think you're eating clean, you might be secretly feeding the enemy. What can you do starting today? Check food labels. Avoid anything with more than 5 grams of added sugar per serving. Swap soda or juice for water, lemon water, or unsweetened tea. Use cinnamon, berries, or stevia if you need something sweet, and load your plate with protein, fiber, and healthy fats. They naturally balance your blood sugar. When your sugar goes down, your strength starts going up. Sugar melts muscle, but your awareness rebuilds it. The protein trap no one talks about. You've probably heard, eat more protein. But there's a trap hidden in that advice that most people over 50 fall into, and it's this. You eat too little protein and you eat it too late in the day. Research shows that muscle building requires a constant stream of amino acids, especially in older adults. But many seniors start their day with tea and toast or cereal and milk, almost zero protein. Then they eat a big protein-heavy dinner, thinking it balances out. But the body doesn't work that way. After 50, you need 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein per meal to trigger muscle synthesis. And when you miss that window in the morning and afternoon, your body starts pulling protein from the only source it has left. Your muscles dot, and over weeks and months, you shrink, even if your dinner is packed with steak and eggs. Fix this today. Start your day with real protein, eggs, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, or a protein shake, and repeat at lunch. Balance it across the day. That one shift can reverse years of silent muscle loss. The role of chronic inflammation in shrinking muscles. Here's something shocking. You could be eating all the right things and still losing muscle. Why? Because of chronic inflammation. See, as we age, inflammation becomes a constant low-level fire in the body, often fueled by processed foods, refined carbs, stress, lack of sleep, environmental toxins, and when inflammation rises, muscle-building hormones drop. Your body shifts from repair and build to protect and break down. And here's the kicker. Inflammation doesn't always cause pain at first. You might feel fine, but internally, your muscle tissue is under attack. What can you do? Start eating anti-inflammatory foods daily. Fatty fish like salmon, leafy greens, extra virgin olive oil, turmeric and ginger, berries and nuts, and, most importantly, avoid seed oils and refined sugar. Cut the fuel to the fire, and your body can finally start repairing what age tried to take away. Muscle shrinkage caused by poor sleep. If you're not sleeping well, your muscles aren't healing. Deep sleep is when your body produces growth hormone, the chemical messenger that triggers tissue repair and muscle growth. But if your sleep is short, broken, or restless, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone that actually breaks muscle down. One study found that just one night of poor sleep reduced muscle building activity by over 15%. And chronic sleep issues? That leads to fat gain, fatigue, and serious muscle loss. Unfortunately, many adults over 50 struggle with falling asleep or staying asleep thanks to late-night screen time, blood sugar imbalances, and stress. Want deeper sleep? Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Turn off screens 1 hour before bed. Take magnesium glycinate or drink chamomile tea. Keep your bedroom cool. Dark and quiet sleep isn't lazy. It's your secret weapon to rebuild strength, energy, and vitality. The hormone shift that steals strength. Here's a reality no one wants to talk about. After 50, your hormone levels change. And those changes directly affect your muscles. Men see a drop in testosterone, the hormone that fuels strength, drive, and stamina. Women lose estrogen, which also plays a role in muscle preservation and bone strength. Both sexes see declines in growth hormone and insulin sensitivity. All of these shifts add up to one thing. Your body becomes better at storing fat and worse at holding on to muscle. That's why your arms get softer. Your thighs feel thinner. Your grip gets weaker. But it's not hopeless. You can naturally support your hormones by sleeping 7 to 9 hours per night, strength training 2 to 3 times per week, eating enough healthy fats, avocado, olive oil, eggs, reducing stress, getting sunlight or vitamin D support your hormones, and your strength comes roaring back. The dehydration muscle loss connection. You've heard that water is important. But did you know that being just 2% dehydrated can begin to impair your muscle function? Your muscles are made up of nearly 75% water. And when you're not drinking enough fluids, especially as you age, your muscle fibers become dry, stiff, and prone to breakdown. Worse, dehydration reduces blood flow, meaning fewer nutrients and oxygen reach your muscle tissue. And with less fuel, your muscles begin to weaken and shrink. Sadly, many older adults don't feel thirst as strongly as they used to. And medications like diuretics or blood pressure pills can worsen the fluid loss. Simple fix? Drink a full glass of water first thing in the morning. Aim for at least 8 to 10 cups a day. More if it's hot or you're active. Add electrolytes like lemon, sea salt, or magnesium to help absorption. Your muscles can't grow without hydration. Start sipping and feel the difference. Why cardio can backfire after 50. We've been told for decades that cardio is the key to staying healthy. But here's the truth. Too much cardio can shrink your muscles. Long, frequent sessions of jogging, biking, or treadmill walking raise cortisol, your stress hormone. Over time, high cortisol signals the body to preserve fat and burn muscle for energy. That's why many older adults who walk or jog daily still struggle with muscle weakness and fatigue. Cardio isn't bad, but it must be balanced. Here's what to do instead. Limit cardio to 20 to 30 minutes per day, 3 to 4 times a week. Pair it with strength training. Even light resistance counts. Do short bursts of movement, like climbing stairs. Bodyweight squats or resistance bands build strength first, and your heart health will follow. The low-fat lie that weakens you. Low fat, fat-free, light. These words sound healthy, but they're often code for muscle-destroying traps. See, your body needs fat to absorb critical vitamins like D, A, E, and K. These vitamins are essential for muscle repair, energy, and hormonal balance. Without fat, your body can't make testosterone or estrogen. It can't protect its joints. And it certainly can't rebuild strength. Many low-fat products like yogurt, dressings, and snacks also replace fat with sugar, starch, or chemicals that spike inflammation. What should you do? Embrace healthy fats. Olive oil, avocados, nuts, ghee, fatty fish. Eat full-fat versions of real foods, not processed ones. Don't fear fat. Fear fake food. Fat isn't the enemy. Muscle loss is. Medications that trigger muscle loss. Did you know that some of the most common prescriptions can directly cause muscle loss? Statins, used for cholesterol, are known to cause muscle pain, weakness, and atrophy. Corticosteroids, used for inflammation or autoimmune conditions, can break down protein in your muscles if taken long-term. Even certain blood pressure medications and antidepressants can interfere with muscle recovery and balance. And the worst part? These effects often show up gradually, so you don't even notice until you've lost strength. What should you do? Never stop a medication without consulting your doctor. Ask about alternatives if you're experiencing weakness or pain. Offset side effects by increasing protein, moving daily, and supporting sleep and recovery. You don't have to accept weakness as a side effect. You can fight back. Skipping breakfast, the silent strength killer. If you think skipping breakfast helps you lose weight, think again. Especially after 50, skipping breakfast can destroy your muscle mass. Why? Because after 8 to 10 hours of fasting overnight, your body is already running on low fuel. If you skip breakfast, your body starts breaking down muscle for energy, not fat. This slows your metabolism, reduces energy, and leads to weaker, smaller muscles over time. Here's a better approach. Eat within 1 to 2 hours of waking. include 25 to 30 grams of protein from eggs, yogurt, protein shakes, or cottage cheese. Add healthy fats and fiber for blood sugar stability breakfast. Iced tea optional. It's your first chance of the day to protect your muscles. The role of collagen in muscle and joint support. Collagen isn't just for skin. It's critical for muscle health. Your tendons, ligaments, and connective tissues are made of collagen. And when collagen levels drop, as they do after age 40, your muscles lose support and your joints become less stable. That leads to stiffness, slower recovery, and higher injury risk, which then leads to less movement and more muscle loss. It's a vicious cycle. Fix it naturally. Add 1 to 2 scoops of collagen peptides daily. Mix into coffee, smoothies, or oatmeal. Eat bone broth. Get enough vitamin C. It helps your body produce collagen. Strength isn't just about muscle. It's about the tissue holding it together. The magnesium deficiency almost everyone over 50 has. Here's something shocking. Nearly 70% of adults over 50 are deficient in magnesium. And most don't even know it. But why does that matter for your muscles? Because magnesium is essential for muscle contraction, muscle relaxation, protein synthesis, reducing inflammation, and improving sleep, which is when muscles rebuild. Without enough magnesium, your body struggles to build or preserve muscle no matter how much protein you eat. And it's not just about cramps or spasms. Chronic magnesium deficiency leads to weaker strength, slower recovery, and even insulin resistance, which blocks muscle growth. Fix it the easy way. Take magnesium glycinate before bed. It's gentle and highly absorbable. Eat magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, and black beans. Avoid magnesium-depleting things like sugar. Stress and caffeine-strong muscles need minerals, not just protein. The myth of "I'm just getting older." This is the most dangerous lie of all. I'm losing muscle because I'm getting old. That belief has robbed millions of people of their strength, independence, and health. Yes, aging causes some natural decline in muscle-building hormones. But most muscle loss isn't from age. It's from inactivity, poor nutrition, stress, inflammation, and undernourishment. In fact, studies show people in their 70s and 80s can build muscle just like younger adults when given the right fuel, movement, and rest. So please, don't accept weakness as your fate. Your body isn't broken. It's simply been underfed and undertrained. Change your inputs, and your body will change with you. The role of insulin resistance in muscle breakdown. Let's talk about insulin resistance, the silent destroyer of muscle. When your body becomes resistant to insulin, it has trouble moving nutrients like glucose and amino acids into your muscle cells. That means your muscles get starved, even if you're eating enough. Insulin resistance also raises inflammation and makes your body store more fat instead of repairing tissue. And it's more common than you think, especially after 50. Causes include excess sugar or carbs, lack of movement, stress, and poor sleep. Reverse it naturally. Walk after meals. Eat more protein and healthy fats. Avoid snacking all day. Give your body breaks. Add apple cider vinegar before meals. Fixing insulin resistance is a shortcut to stronger muscles and more energy. Protein bars and healthy snacks that hurt your muscles. Walk through any health store and you'll see shelves filled with protein bars and snacks, claiming to boost your health. But many of these are loaded with artificial sweeteners, sugar alcohols, cheap soy protein isolates, inflammatory seed oils. These ingredients confuse your metabolism, trigger bloating, and block protein absorption. They may have 20 grams of protein on the label, but your body only absorbs half. If that worse, some bars spike insulin just like a candy bar. And remember, high insulin blocks muscle growth. Better options? Make your own bars with oats, whey protein, nut butter, and dark chocolate. Eat hard-boiled eggs, almonds, Greek yogurt, or jerky as snacks, or drink a clean protein shake with water or almond milk if it comes in a wrapper with 50 ingredients. It's not feeding your strength. Why muscle is the organ of longevity? Let's zoom out for a second. You've heard of the heart, the brain, the liver. But what if I told you muscle is an organ too, and one of the most important for longevity? That's right. Muscle acts as a glucose sponge, pulling sugar out of your blood, a protein reserve, feeding your immune system when sick, a metabolic engine, keeping fat off and energy up, a mobility center, keeping you independent, upright, and alive. Studies show that muscle mass is the #1 predictor of survival. In aging adults, people with more muscle recover faster from surgery, avoid falls, and live longer, period. Asterisk, asterisk, so when you protect your muscle, you're not just staying strong. You're protecting your life. Asterisk, asterisk, why your scale is lying to you. You might weigh the same as you did 10 years ago, but your muscles tell a different story. See, as you lose muscle and gain fat, your weight might stay stable, but your body composition is changing drastically. That's why you can feel softer, weaker, and stiffer, even if your weight hasn't moved, and most scales can't show you the truth. Only muscle scans, strength tests, or measuring your waist and grip strength can reveal what's really happening. So ditch the obsession with weight and focus on function. Can you climb stairs? Can you carry groceries with ease? Can you rise from a chair without help? Those are the signs of real strength and real health. The dangers of sitting too long, even if you exercise. You go for your daily walk. Maybe even lift light weights a few times a week. But then, you sit for 6, 8, even 10 hours. Watching TV, working at a desk. And here's the shocking truth. Sitting for long periods erases the benefits of your workout and silently signals your body to shut down muscle activity. The result? Glutes go flat, hamstrings tighten, calves weaken, and posture collapses. Studies show sitting over 6 hours per day increases the risk of sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, by up to 33%. Break the pattern. Stand up every 30 to 60 minutes. Stretch your hips and hamstrings. Walk for 5 minutes every hour. Try a standing desk or floor-sitting routine. Movement doesn't just build muscle, it protects it from fading away. Poor posture is stealing your strength. Poor posture is more than just a slouch. It's a signal to your muscles, telling them which ones to shut off. Let's break it down. Rounded shoulders equals weak upper back, forward head equals overworked neck tight. Hips equals underactive glute, slouching equals disengaged core over time. This unnatural alignment causes muscle inactivity, stiffness, pain, and eventually muscle breakdown. You might notice it in little things. Struggling to stand from a chair, back aches. When walking, needing to lean on something while cooking. That's not just aging. That's postural muscle loss. And the longer your body stays in these positions, the more it adapts in the wrong direction. Here's how to turn it around. Spend 2 minutes each day doing posture resets, like wall angels or doorway chest stretches. Sit tall, shoulders back, chin slightly tucked, feet flat. Strengthen the neglected postural muscles. Glutes, rhomboids, core. Your muscles follow your structure. And when you fix your posture, you reactivate the muscle blueprint that once kept you strong. Alcohol and muscle loss. The hidden link, let's be honest, enjoying a glass of wine or a social drink isn't a crime. But if you're struggling with weakness, low energy, and muscle shrinkage, alcohol could be playing a bigger role than you realize. Here's what alcohol does inside your body. It lowers testosterone and growth hormone, two critical drivers of muscle repair. It raises cortisol, which breaks muscle down. It damages your liver, which processes proteins and amino acids for muscle building. It interferes with deep sleep, which is when your muscles rebuild. Dehydrates your cells, reducing performance and recovery. Even moderate alcohol intake, 3 to 4 drinks per week, has been shown in studies to reduce muscle protein synthesis by 15 to 30%. And the older you are, the more sensitive your muscles are to these effects. So what can you do? If you enjoy alcohol, limit it to 1 to 2 drinks per week. Drink with food, preferably high in protein. Skip alcohol close to bedtime. Stay hydrated. Match every drink with a full glass of water, this small. Adjustment can make a huge difference in your energy, your sleep, and your ability to stay strong. Why most seniors undereat without realizing it? It might surprise you. But many people over 60 are slowly starving their muscles, not intentionally, but because appetite decreases with age. Dentures, slower digestion, less physical activity, or even medication side effects, they all contribute to eating less. Here's the catch. While your total calories might decrease, your protein requirements go up. Why? Because your body becomes anabolic resistant, meaning it needs more protein to trigger the same muscle building effect. But what happens instead? Breakfast. Just tea or toast lunch. A small sandwich dinner. Maybe some chicken and rice that's not even 60 to 70 grams of protein, when the body of a 65-year-old may need 90 to 110 grams per day to maintain muscle. Here's how to fix it. Start your day with at least 25 grams protein, eggs, cottage cheese, protein shake. Make protein the star of every meal. Add snacks like Greek yogurt, nuts, or boiled eggs. Don't fear healthy fats. They add needed calories and help absorb vitamins. Remember, you're not eating for weight loss. You're eating for strength, recovery, and longevity. Collagen and creatine, the muscle duo for 50 plus. When people think of building muscle, they usually think of protein powder or lifting weights. But if you're over 50, your body also needs 2 overlooked power nutrients to truly rebuild: collagen. Creatine. Let's start with collagen. Collagen isn't just about skin and joints. It forms the connective tissue that holds your muscles together. As you age, your natural collagen production drops, which leads to weaker tendons, joint pain, slower recovery. That's why some people feel stiff after exercise. Their tissues don't bounce back like they used to. Now add creatine to the mix. One of the most studied, safe, and effective muscle support compounds on the planet. Creatine helps fuel muscle contractions. It increases strength and endurance. And studies show that older adults who supplement with creatine build more lean muscle, perform better in daily tasks, and even improve cognitive function. Here's the simple combo that works. Add 10 g of collagen peptides in your morning coffee or smoothie. Take 5 grams of creatine monohydrate daily, no loading, just once a day, no fancy supplements. Just these 2 natural compounds, restoring the building blocks of your strength. The power of progressive overload, even with body weight. Want to know why most people stop seeing progress, even if they exercise? Because they do the same thing over and over again. Same 10-minute walk. Same light dumbbell lifts. Same routine, but your muscles only grow when you give them a reason to. And that reason is called progressive overload. It means you gradually increase the challenge by adding more reps, slower tempo, more weight or resistance, longer holds, or tougher variations. You don't need a gym. Even body weight exercises can trigger growth. Try this. Week 1, 10 wall push-ups. Week 2, 12 push-ups. Week 3, 10 push-ups with slower tempo. Week 4, 15 push-ups. You're not trying to beat your body, you're simply asking it to rise a little more each week. That's how your muscles know, I'm still needed, and the moment your muscles feel needed, they start growing again. The 7-day muscle revival plan. If all of this feels overwhelming, don't worry. Here's a simple 7-day plan to wake up your muscles again. Even if you've been inactive for years, we call it the 7-day muscle revival. And it's designed for real people over 50 who want real results. Morning, everyday closing parenthesis Kilon 25G protein breakfast, eggs, cottage cheese, or protein smoothie 5 to 10 minute walk or gentle movement 5 body weight squats, and 10 wall push-ups lunch, focus on whole protein, chicken, lentils, fish plus healthy. Fats, olive oil, avocado. Avoid added sugars or processed carbs. Afternoon, magnesium-rich snack, pumpkin seeds, almonds, dark chocolate, 5 to 10 minutes of stretching, stand up every 30 minutes. Evening, protein plus fiber-rich dinner, salmon plus greens plus sweet potato, take magnesium glycinate, 200 to 300 milligrams, in bed before 10 p.m. for deep recovery sleep. Just follow this simple plan for 7 days, and you'll feel stronger, more energized, less stiff, more confident in your body again, and once you feel the shift, you'll never want to go back. Real stories of transformation over 60. Still not sure if this is possible for you? Let me tell you about some real people who thought the same thing. John, 72, had a hard time walking to the mailbox without getting winded. After adding a morning protein shake and daily stretches, he built enough strength to walk 2 miles a day. Pain-free, Maria, 68, struggled with joint pain and fatigue. She swapped vegetable oils for olive oil, added salmon twice a week, and did wall sits every night. Her balance improved. Her knees stopped hurting, and she can now play with her grandkids on the floor. Rashid, 66, thought strength training was too hard, but he started with just 10 bodyweight squats a day. Today, he does 50. His waist shrank. His posture improved. His doctor cut his medication in half. If they can do it, so can you. You don't need to be a gym rat. You don't need perfect health. You just need a starting point and the belief that your body can still get stronger. And guess what? It can. Muscle equals freedom after 60. Let's be clear. You don't rebuild muscle just to look better. You rebuild it for freedom. Strong muscles let you stand without struggle, carry your own groceries, climb stairs, drive safely, protect yourself from falls, recover faster if you get sick. Live longer, with dignity. This is what we're really after. Not just more years in your life, but more life in your years. And muscles give you that. So if you've been feeling weaker, slower, or stuck, please know this. You can reclaim your strength. You can reverse the decline. And you can age with power, not fear, because muscle isn't just tissue, it's your independence. The 5-minute daily habit that rebuilds strength. Don't have time for a full workout? No problem. This 5-minute daily habit can change your life. Do it in your living room, before breakfast, while your tea brews. No equipment needed. 10 body weight squats, 10 wall push-ups, 20-second plank, or from knees. 10 glute bridges, 20 arm circles, forward plus backward. That's it. Just 5 minutes. But what it tells your body is this: I'm still active. Keep my muscles. Strengthen them. Done daily, this habit improves blood flow, posture, balance, and even your mood. Don't underestimate small actions, because when done consistently, they create massive change. Final message: take back your strength. Your muscles are shrinking, and you didn't even know why. But now you do. It's not age. It's not fate. It's fixable. You just need to eat right, move daily, rest deeply, challenge your body, and believe it's possible, because it is. Strength. After 50 isn't just a dream, it's your birthright. So if this video helped you, please like it, leave a comment, share your journey, and subscribe because your comeback starts now.